Born in 1902, Nazim Hikmet was a poet, playwright, and novelist. He was the first modern poet from Turkey. He was an ardent nationalist patriot whose work was banned in his own country while he was forced to live in exile. He was a socialist whose views went beyond borders and race. As one of the greatest international poets of 20th century, his poetry has been translated into more than 50 languages across the world. Presenting here, entitled Letters to My Wife from Bursa prison in 1933. My one and only, in your last letter you wrote, my head is throbbing, my heart is stunned. You say, if they hang you, if I lose you, I will die. You will live, my dear. My memory will vanish like a black smoke in the wind. Of course you will live, red-haired lady of my heart. In the 20th century, human grief lasts almost a year. And death, a body wavering from a rope. My heart can accept such a death, but you can bet, if some poor gypsy's hairy black spidery hand slips a noose round my neck, they will look in vain for fear in Nazim's blue eyes. In the twilight of my last morning, I will see my friends in you, and will go to my grave regretting nothing but an unfinished song. My wife, good-hearted, golden, eyes sweeter than honeybee. Why did I write you that they want to hang me? The trial has hardly begun. And my love, they don't just pluck a man's head like a turnip, you know. Look, and forget all this. If you have any money, buy me some flannel underwear. My sciatica is acting up again. And don't forget, a prisoner's wife must always have good thoughts. The wind flows and passes. The same cherry branch never swings twice in the same way. On the tree, the birds are singing, wings want to fly. The door is closed. It has to be forced open. I want you. Life should be beautiful like you, a friend, a beloved friend like you. I know the bouquet of misery has not yet come to an end, but it will end. Kneeling on the floor, I am looking at the art. I am looking at the branches with their bright blue blossoms. You are like the spring art, my beloved. I am looking at you. Lying on my back, I see the sky. You are like the spring. You are like the sky, my beloved. I see you. At night, in the country, I built a fire. I touched the fire. You are like a fire lit under the stars, my beloved. I am touching you. I live among men. I love mankind. I love action. I love thought. I love my struggle. You are a human being inside my struggle, my beloved. I love you. Beyond description, they say, the misery of Istanbul, starvation, they say, is ripping so many lives. Tuberculosis, they say, is so widespread. Tiny little girls, they say, in back alleys, in movie houses. Bad news is coming from my distant hometown, the city of honest, industrious, poor people, my real Istanbul. My darling, it is the place you live in. It is the city I carry on my back, I carry in my bag. Wherever I am exiled, wherever I am jailed, I bear in my heart like a sharp pain caused by the loss of a child. It is the city I carry in my eyes like your image, my darling. It's 9 o'clock. The bell rang on the square. The cell doors must be closing any minute. Prison lasted a little too long this time, 8 years. To live is a hopeful job, my beloved. To live is just as serious as to love you. To think of you is a beautiful, hopeful thing, but hope does not satisfy me anymore. I don't want to listen to a song, I want to sing my own song. Warm and lively, like the blood rushing from a vein, like the south winds are blowing, listen to the tunes. The pulse beats are slower. It must be snowing on top of Uluda. And the bears up there on the red and chestnut leaves must be lost in a sweet, beautiful sleep. In the plain, the willows must be undressing. The silkworm will soon shut themselves in. Autumn will soon be over. The art is about to fall asleep. Another winter will pass, and we will warm ourselves at the fire of our red and of our secret hope. Our son is sick. His father is in jail. Your heavy head is resting on your tired hands. We are at the same point, the world and ourselves. Men will carry men from bad days to better days. Our son will get well. His father will come out of jail. He will smile deep in your golden eyes. We are at the same point, this world and ourselves. The most beautiful ocean is the one we have not seen. The most beautiful child has not yet grown up. The most beautiful days are those we have not yet lived. And the most beautiful things I would like to tell you I have not yet told. I saw you in my dream last night. You lifted your head. You looked at me with your amber eyes. Your moist lips were moving. But I could not hear a voice. Somewhere in the dark night the clock strikes like bright news. I can hear the eternity whispering in the air. The song of Memo in my canary's red cage in plowed field. The nose of growing seeds cracking on the earth, and the writer's uphold of glorious crowd. Your moist lips were moving, but I could not hear your voice. I woke up swearing. I had fallen asleep on my book. Among all those voices, didn't hear your voice too.